Good afternoon, Judge.
Hey, Pat.
My client has kind of gone back and forth a little bit,
Okay.
but he does want to, and I've talked to Mark about this. He does want to talk to the DA in a breakout room,
All right.
uh, just the three of us.
All right.
So when they log on in the county jail, I would appreciate it if we could do that at the beginning. I don't know what's
Sure.
going to happen. I have not. I guess you received the plea paperwork that's signed, Judge.
I have. Yes, sir.
I have not, but that's okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay. I'll make sure you get a copy of it.
Thank you.
Um, but yeah, as soon as the jail comes in, I will let y'all have a breakout room. If you all can hear us down at the jail, if you can turn on the video and the audio. And I'll go ahead and open the room, and I'll go get Glory to call down there and remind them to come in.
All right. Can you hear me? No. I just was going to have somebody double check that it's been signed because I haven't gotten a copy either. Let me do this, Pat. Can you hear me?
And
I'm going to call Jane, ask her to send that to us.
thank you, sir.
Say, did y'all get signed paperwork from this defendant, Gery Scott? We didn't. They must have just sent it to y'all. Could you forward it to Pat and I? Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, I'm kind of like you. Mark, you're froze. Can you hear me, Mark? You're frozen. Judge, you're not frozen, but I think Mark is.
Oh, sure is. Um, Mark, if you can hear me, you might want to go out and come back in. I guess that's what he's doing. I'll close these rooms and open it back up in a minute. Or maybe he went to the breakout room.
My invite is no longer on the screen.
Uh, um, well, I don't know why probation's joining us. Oh yeah, Mark already joined the breakout room. So that's where he went. So okay, Tracy, the DA and the jail and the Mr. Dohoney are going to do a breakout room. Here we go.
I'm going to join the break.
All right. So if the jail, if y'all will join it, Mr. Can't tell if the jail froze up now. Clearly having some problems. Nope. I guess they've gone. Looks like we're having a few issues. Keith, this is as I understand it, it's a pin case. So, okay.
I was just texting you, Judge. Okay, I'm gonna hop off. Thank
All right.
you.
Yep, no
Bye-bye.
problem. Yeah. When they come back from the breakout room, if we still got a agreement, then we'll go.
Yes, sir.
It's cause number F146-24, if you don't have that.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
And his name is Gery, Gery, Lee, Lee, Scott with 2 T's.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
And may I have the name of the DA or the assistant DA that's handling?
That's the actual DA. That's Mark Pratt. And Patrick Dohoney is the defense lawyer.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, I forget everybody didn't know everybody.
It's been a minute since I've run across them all.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Sorry, Judge. So we're coming out of the breakout room, hopefully.
Okay.
I think we've got everything worked out and are ready to proceed with the plea whenever y'all are. Love the guitars, Tracy.
Thank you. They're my husband's.
I was going to ask.
Well, that looks like a Telecaster and maybe a Les Paul type guitar.
I think you're right.
Okay,
You're right.
I'll show you something, but just ignore all.
Oh,
There we
look
go.
at you. Look at you.
Wow.
Okay,
Didn't know you had all that stuff.
well, it's a long past life. Okay, I don't see PA. I see Mr. Scott.
Yeah. We've had some internet problems today. He'll
Okay.
either probably come back out or he will reconnect with us. I'll let him in. In fact, I keep getting a text from Baylor that apparently all of their stuff is down today, so I don't know what's going on down there. Don't really think about how much we survive by the internet until it goes out.
There's Mark.
All right. The Court of Call F146-24, State versus Gery Lee Scott. Are you Gery Lee Scott?
He is muted, Judge.
Oh,
I think
he sure is. Let me send you a message, Mr. Scott. Maybe that'll tell you where to. Okay,
now we're
there we go. Okay, sir. Are you Gery Lee Scott?
Yes,
And Mr. Scott, are you the same person charged in this case with driving while intoxicated with two or more prior misdemeanor or prior DWIs, I should say, and then enhanced as far as this plea goes by a single enhancement paragraph?
yes, sir.
Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Dohoney, does the indictment need to be read aloud?
we would waive the reading, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Scott, the plea papers indicate to me that you're pleading guilty and true to felony enhancement paragraph 1. The state, for purposes of this plea agreement, is waiving paragraph 2. Are those in fact your pleas, sir?
Yes,
Did anyone force, threaten, coerce you, or promise you anything other than the plea agreement we're going to talk about in a minute to get you to enter your plea?
no, sir.
All right. You read and write English, I'm presuming.
Yes, sir.
Are you thinking clearly and know what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Dohoney, I'm assuming you think Mr. Scott is competent as well.
Mr. Scott is very competent, Your Honor.
I believe he is, find him to be so. Mr. Scott, of course, you've been over these plea papers. They tell you when I accept your plea agreements, there'll be no appeals, that
Right.
if you're not a citizen of the United States, you would be deported, assuming you're a citizen as well. Is that correct?
Yes,
All right. You've told me you're waiving your right to a jury trial, judicially confessing to the offense. You'd be sentenced to 10 years in the institutional division. Since you're indigent, the court will give you credit for serving out your court cost. You would receive credit for any and all the time that you have spent up until this time, any time you spend before you go to TDCJ toward that 10-year sentence. Is that your plea agreement, sir?
yes,
Of course, you've told me you're fine with us doing this video conferencing, that Mr. Dohoney tells me he's received the evidence for the discovery, we call it in the case. Last page I'll send you a copy of is called the trial court certification, just says there won't be any appeals.
yes,
Mr. Dohoney, is that also your understanding of the plea agreement?
It is, Your Honor. Mr. Pratt and I do need to speak to the court at the conclusion of this plea concerning medical documentation.
All right. And does the state have any evidence it wishes to offer?
Yes, Your Honor. The state offers State's Exhibit 1, which contains the written admonishments as well as the judicial confession in this matter.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Then states one is admitted. Gery Lee Scott, the court finds you guilty, finds felony enhancement paragraph 1 to be true, sentences you to 10 years in the Institutional Division, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, court cost assessed, but you'll get credit for serving those out. I do know that what I heard, Mr. Scott's got some medical issues. Do I need to recommend that he be sent to a medical unit?
Yes, Your Honor, both that he be sent to a medical unit, and we want to make sure as well that the Hill County Jail provides documentation of his medical issues and diagnosis and such to TDCJ, since he himself has not been provided written documentation of those doctor visits and the like. And so he wants to make sure that they have all that information so they can make the proper diagnosis and treatment plan for him.
Okay.
I'll
certainly include that in my part of the order. Mr. Dohoney, is that what you were alluding to earlier?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Then the court will recommend Mr. Scott to be taken to the medical treatment unit. The court will order the Hill County Jail to provide Mr. Scott and TDCJ with copies of any diagnoses, any prescriptions that he is to receive. Essentially, a full copy of his medical file is to accompany Mr. Scott to TDCJ and to be provided to TDCJ. And I will put that on the jail sheet I send down, as well as I'll ask the clerk to put that in the judgment.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all. We will be in recess. Yes, sir. Y'all have a nice evening. Good luck, Mr.